Socialization can be a real difficult thing to get your head around. Here's 3 things that I think are going to help you get it right. So the first thing is to build your relationship with your dog way before you even think about socializing them with any other dogs or people. So the last thing you want to do is go out and teach your dog that other dogs and other people are way more fun than you are. So what you need to do is make sure that you spend lots of time training your dog, feeding your dog, playing with your dog, and just making sure that your dog looks up to you, listens to you, and thinks that you are the coolest thing in the whole world. The next thing you want to do is exposure. So what I mean by this is taking your dog out into different environments, exposing them to different sights and sounds, and seeing people and seeing dogs and seeing other animals and just soaking it all in. But not thinking that all of those things are there for them to interact with. This is really important, and you'll also be able to work on the first step, which is building your relationship whilst your dog is seeing all of these other things. The third thing you're going to want to do is controlled interaction. So this is when your dog is going to be able to interact with other dogs and other people, but it's all controlled by you. So you're going to say when it starts and you're going to say when it stops. So again, this is where your relationship, your training, your obedience, all of that stuff's going to come into play, because your dog needs to understand when you have given them permission to do something and when you've taken that permission away. You want to keep these interactions short and sweet so that your dog doesn't become overwhelmed. The best way to do this is with dogs and people that you know very well. So friends and family members, it's always a good bet. And if that's not something that you're able to do, make sure that the people that you are interacting with know that you are working on your dog's socialization, and that you may stop the interaction at any point when you think your dog's had enough. So socialization is absolutely not about making your dog go out and say hello to everything in the whole wide world. This is definitely something that could cause difficulty in the long term, but then you also don't want to restrict your dog from interacting with other people or dogs or seeing things in the environment, because this could also have a detrimental effect on their development and socialization long term. It's all about having a balance and doing things in moderation, but that number one step, building your relationship and making sure that you are the number one thing in your dog's entire world, I would say is probably the most important thing to do before you think about anything else.